This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. You've probably gathered what's going to happen now. There's a box with the word Fender written on it. This is the unboxing of my new Strat. Let's crack on with it then. Okay, so here it is in all of its glory. Let me just move this mic down a bit. Yeah, it's a nice looking thing, isn't it? Straight out of the box, what can I tell you about it? Well, it was almost, but not quite, in tune, so I've tuned it. I'll show you a few close-ups of it in a moment, but just talking about the general feel of it, it is beautifully set up. Actually, I wouldn't change a thing about this setup. I have played some Mexican Fenders recently where there's a fair bit of fret sprout, but there's nothing amiss with this guitar. That is as smooth as silk. I wish I had one of those nylon socks that Phil McKnight uses, where he kind of rubs it along to show you whether or not it snags the frets or not, and this one certainly wouldn't. It's really nicely finished fretwork on this and a beautifully low action. Let me just see if I can measure that action. Let's have a look. I haven't got me action ruler to hand, so I'll just use this one here. So looking at that, I'm seeing an action of, dear me, that's about 1.5 millimeters at the 12th fret, which is, pretty good going, it has to be said. I can't really do much in the way of a tone test at the moment because of the way I've got things set up. For reasons that are too complicated to go into, I can't use this webcam and my DAW at the same time. So I'm just running it into the Yamaha THR practice amp at the moment. And just a quick scoot through each of the 5 positions on the switch. You've got the bridge pickup. Move it forward, bridge and middle. The one that hardly anybody ever uses, the middle pickup. Then the Robert Cray setting, on and off, I suppose you could say. Neck position. So, no surprises there. It sounds like a Strat, but then again, it's a Strat. Why wouldn't it? It does, as I say, just going through that little Yamaha THR practice amp, it's not a bad sounding, Strat. I'll know more when I show it some positive grid amp models and see how we're getting on. A couple of surprising things. Well, not surprising, but nice little touches. On the back of the headstock there, you can see you've got that 75th anniversary logo. That's a nice little touch. Does that mean this guitar is going to become collectible? Possibly, I don't know. The other thing I notice is I've seen other reviews of the Player Series guitars. I'm sure it's Player Series guitars that I've seen this on, which have, quite a skinny, almost Squire-esque trem block. But that's, the full fat one, isn't it? I would usually put a magnet onto that and see if it's steel or not, but I've had a bit of a reorganisation of the office and I haven't a clue where that little bar magnet that I use has gone for this. I'll put a full link to the specs in the description, but there are no real surprises here. You've got everything that you would normally have on a Strat. Nice touch here. This tone control here will work on the bridge pickup. So it'll just calm things down a little bit on the bridge position, which is, you know, a bit of a boon. Let's chuck a bit of drive on. This is the Behringer Tube Screamer clone, the vintage Tube Overdrive C. Just through this little practice amp, what sort of noises it makes with a bit of grit dialed in. Back that tone off a bit. Yeah, neck pickup. You got to have a bit neck pickup on with a bit of gain for a kind of Texas blues kind of thing, haven't you? It gets the job done, doesn't it? You know, and as I say, this is just going through the little practice amp. It bodes well for when I show it some decent tones. Trem is, you know, I do wish Fender, if you're, well, you know, it seems odd to me really that Fender don't really sort out the trem. There's quite a lot of play in that. You know, even with that little spring in there to kind of stop it jiggling about, you know. There's a solution now. It's having a push in with a set screw there. But you know, what does the trem behave like? Yeah, possibly a little bit wobbly on the tuning there, but nothing a bit of pencil graphite in the nut slots won't cure, and maybe, you know, chuck a roller string tree on there instead of like the butterfly one. But all in all, a very nicely presented, very nice sounding, very nicely set up variation, or, you know, kind of version, I should say, of the tried and trusted Stratocaster recipe. And let me come back to you now, so you can see a bit more of me and a bit less of the guitar. So that's the unboxing and first impressions video of the Fender Player Series Stratocaster. Hope you found this useful and informative, and if you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not give me a like while you're at it. I'll be back soon with a full-on review of this guitar and one or two other videos involving it. It has to earn its keep, put it that way. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.